touch and salute the holy feet of Bharat Mata, the most powerful and the most merciful. Today, we are celebrating the Silver Jubilee year of the Om Shanti Retreat Center, Gurugram. On this morning, the dignitaries who are sharing the dais with me, Honorable Minister of Environment and Forest, and the Presidency of Industry, Government of Haryana, Sriman Rao Narbir Singh Ji, Director, Brahma Kumaris Om Shanti Retreat Center, Rajayogi B.K. Asha Ji, Regional Coordinator, Brahma Kumaris Africa, Rajayogi B.K. Vedanti Ji, Secretary General, Brahma Kumaris Mount Abu, Rajayogi P.K. Karna Ji, my Principal Secretary in the Uparashtrapati Bhavan, Sriman Amit Gareji, Chairperson, Women's Wing and Director of Brahma Kumari Services in Russia, Rajayogi B.K. Chandragiri, Director, Om Shanti Retreat Center, Gurugram, Rajayogi B.K. Suklaji, Chairperson, Jurist Wing, Brahma Kumaris, Rajayogi B.K. Pushpa Didi Ji, भाई बहनों सबको नमस्कार। When I entered the campus, the Shanti Retreat Center, they gave me one small pamphlet. In that, the heading is Silence. Silence is the best way of worshipping God. The reason is, silence gives Shanti to the soul. It gives Shanti to the heart. It gives Shanti to the body. When you are calm, lot of positive thinking is coming to the mind. So, this is when I entered, I got that silence in my mind, but to my surprise, they introduced so many people working in various sectors, from aviation, doctor, social worker, administrator, scientist, so many businessmen, they introduced everybody, and to my surprise, they introduced one personality from politics. It's very difficult for a politician to keep him silent. That was the surprise for me. But everybody needs dhyan, that is silence, and that gives you a lot of energy inside. Now this center is completing 24 years of tireless service and stepping into its 25th year, that is Silver Jubilee. 25 years, one work, making the society more refined, more dedicated, to do the service for others is an immense work. Bharat has a rich heritage of culture and spirituality. Our nation has a leadership role to play in guiding people across the world to connect with Supreme. The tapasya and meditation of India's sages, rishis and munis from the spiritual backbone of the nation's timeless wisdom. Through the power of meditation, They unlocked profound truths about the universe, the mind, and the self. Ancient Indian traditions like Raja Yoga, Vipassana, and the meditative Tapasya of our sages teach us the true strength emerges from within. The Brahmakumaris have played a commendable role in continuing this great tradition. You have brought peace, purity, and spiritual awakening to the searching souls and the minds of millions of people in Bharat and abroad. I appreciate the tireless service of the Brahmakumaris, and I was told that this organization in these 89 years become the world's biggest organization in this field. I really thank God for blessing all of us to have such a wonderful organization. In the Amrit Kal of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, a certain ambitious goal for becoming a Viksit Bharat by 2047. A Viksit Bharat will see a nation emerge as one of the largest economies of the world. It's not going to be the just largest economy of the world, but it is going to be the biggest force in the world to make peace. That is going to be our greatest achievement. Everybody grow. There is a proverb in Tamil. ஒரு மனிதனுக்கு பணமும் அதிகாரமும் வருகிற பொழுது அவனுக்கு வர வேண்டியது பணிவு என்று சொல்வார்கள். That means when you got power and money, you have to be more humble. Then only the power and the money got its value. And the meditation is a tool to achieve this. There is no doubt about it. Meditation helps cultivate inner stillness, emotional balance. We have to be balanced all the time. Victory will come. Then for no reason of ours or the no mistake of ours, the defeat also come to us. It is just like sun rises in the morning, then the day comes. The daylight we enjoy, then the sun sets, the darkness comes. It is the creation of the God that like that the defeat and victory is also like that. We should take it with a balanced mind and approach. In this fast-paced world, they have become essential life skills. It enhances productivity, it enhances creativity, and it helps us to be good and well-being. Another point that our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji always stresses upon is that women should lead development in various sectors. And I am happy that the spiritual enrichment of our citizens is being taken care by the woman-led Brahmakumaris Foundation. Since 1937, this foundation has led a spiritual movement in the world. And this foundation has the presence in 110 countries around the world. This is a huge achievement with the blessing of the God. Bharat's spiritual richness is our greatest civilizational treasure. It has been woven through thousands of years of wisdom and cultural refinement. From the time of the Vedas and the Upanishads, our spiritual traditions remain rooted in universal values of peace, truth, and compassion. The great saintly Tamil poet Thiruvulluvar, on excessive thinking, he said, "ஒருபொழுதும் வாழ்வதறியார் கருதுப கோடியும் அல்ல பல." He says that the unwise have a million thoughts in their minds, yet they do not even know whether they will live for another moment. Nobody knows when the end is going to come to us. But we cannot be worried about that. What we should do is, when we are living, how much positive things, how much good things, how much good service to the society we can do, that will give enormous peace in our mind. Focusing our mind on righteous thoughts is important to live a contented life. We should never compare ourselves with others. God has never created all are equal. All are equal by soul, but not all are equal by efficiency. The efficiency and talent differs, but that doesn't mean that we, the efficient people, the talented people, have to ill-treat others. No. We have to treat everybody equal. That is where the human race is outstanding than the other lives. The Gita teaches us, for those who have conquered the mind, it is their friend. First thing is, we have to conquer ourselves. We should have a deep thinking within us, how to correct ourselves. Once we correct ourselves, we have the capacity to correct the society. I am immensely happy to note that the Brahma Kumaris and this retreat center have helped people to focus their thoughts and mind towards performing our dharma. If you follow the dharma, definitely the victory is yours. If we follow the dharma, the peace is ours. Peace of mind will not come to us unless we follow the dharma. We do harm today because we are powerful. That maybe a victory looks like on that day, but that is not a permanent victory. Our conscience will kill us slowly but steadily. That's why we should avoid negative thoughts. That's why we should not hurt others. Sharing his thoughts on meditation, our great leader Mahatma Gandhi has once said, our life is a long and arduous quest after truth, and the soul requires inward restfulness to attain its full height. Mahatma Gandhi is not a saint, but he is having the saintly feeling inside, saintly thoughts inside. That is not because of anything else. That is because of the legacy of the soil. Even the ordinary person, they will have a saintly thinking inside, but we have to groom it, and it has to be perfectedness should be added to that. That is the job of us. Our center has when I said your center, then Didi told me, no, it is your center, she told me back. From that, I understand this is not my center or your center, but this is our center. You may all recall that our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji had introduced Mission Life as a worldwide public movement urging individuals to become pro-planet people. We should live together as a humanity, as a whole. That is the only way the world peace can be preserved. The mission promotes simple, transformative behavioral changes such as conserving energy, reducing waste, embracing circular economy practices, and protecting natural resources. When I entered and I was traveling with her on the battery car, Didi was explaining me how this center has grown. When we came here 24 years back, there is only one single tree. Today, the tree is there everywhere. And they also asked me to plant one tree. After planting the tree, I understand that is sandalwood tree. I am sure that sandalwood fragrance will be there all the time, because sandalwood is one which gives fragrance everywhere. By placing sustainability at the heart of everyday living, Bharat has inspired the world to adopt greener and more responsible future. I have been told that the center has also been nurturing ground of environmental and social activities, and is aligned with the UN goals as well as the vision of our central government. In this endeavor, you have installed a 1 megawatt hybrid solar power generation plant in partnership with the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, a rainwater harvesting plant of 2 crore liters per day capacity, a biogas generation plant. I have seen all these premises when I am coming by the battery car, a sewage treatment plant, a solar induction steam-based green kitchen, and a free sapling distribution nursery. You have also planted lakhs of trees and have adopted gardens under your Kalpadaru project for the environment. I appreciate the way our center is committed to giving back to Mother Nature and Mother Bharat. Yes, you all have also made positive strides towards empowering the youth and women. That is very important. It's not that good legacy we have to teach, we have to preserve. If we have to preserve the true legacy and the real legacy, good legacy, that is how we are grooming the youngsters. They are the people who are taking this good legacy for the next generation. The center has thus become a hub for the promotion of ethics and values in corporate governance too. In the world, the corporate governance is becoming a role model, and it is becoming powerful day by day. But the corporate governance also should be on ethical lines. I invented a medicine, so I should not think how to encash it, how to sell it for the highest price, so my profit will go up at the cost of the society. No doubt you have to sell it at a reasonable price, but it should be affordable price. That is where we are serving the society. We all know when our Prime Minister has visited the reunion, the President of the reunion, when he was receiving him at the airport, to the surprise of everyone, including the Prime Minister, the President of the reunion touched the leg of our Prime Minister. Modi was jumping out. But one Tamil minister was in his cabinet. I met him in Coimbatore. He migrated from Tamil Nadu, and a lot of Tamils are there in reunion, and he is one of the ministers there. I asked the minister, why your president has touched the feet of our Pradhan Mantri. Then he explained to me that after COVID, the whole world becomes standstill. Nobody knows what to do, whether this world will move forward or it is going to be stagnant like this. It is going to ruin all our economies. What all the small savings so many families were having, it is getting diluted every day. No work, no income. That time, Modi called all our scientists, you go for the vaccination, go for the research of the vaccination. The same thing was done by the Western so-called well-developed economies also. America also invented, Western Europe also invented. But what is the difference between India under the leadership of Modi ji and the Western world was, after inventing the vaccination, they all rush for patenting it. Why they want to patent it? That should not get copied. That is good. But patenting is having another secret agenda behind it. That is, they can sell that invention for a price of their choice. They try to sell 1 unit of the vaccination for 7,500, not rupees but dollars. Whereas Modi ji has done the unthinkable work. He made the Indian vaccination free for 140 crore people of India, free of cost. Not only that, when we need more, we badly in need of it, Modi ji ordered to export that COVID vaccination free of cost to the 100 different countries which are living with poverty. That is the reason the whole humanity is saved today from COVID. And the reunion Prime President was telling this to our Tamil minister, who was his colleague in his cabinet. That is the reason I want to touch the feet of our Narendra Modi, because he has not tried to enhance the situation, but he tried to help the humanity. That is the reason. This is the difference between our soil, which we are the inherited characters of peace-loving and helping others. We want to live for ourselves. At the same time, while we are living for ourselves, we never want to live only for ourselves. We want to live for others also. That is the greatness of Mother Bharat. And I am very happy to note the blood donation camps, free dispensaries and free health campus are a service to the entire mankind. And now today, this narcotic drugs is a big problem among all the youngsters. Previously, it was in the Western culture, the most developed economies. Nowadays, it is coming to our country also. From Kashmir to the down south, Kanyakumari, youngsters are slowly getting into the habit of using drugs. So that habit has to be stopped. We have to free these youngsters. We have to save these youngsters becoming a drug addict, and that is where the future of humanity and the future of disciplined society all lies. Whenever I address to the students, wherever I go, I am always addressing so many universities on their convocations. I always urge them to stay away from drugs. I am happy to see that you have collaborated with the government on the Nasa Mukt Bharat Abhiyan to build a drug-free society, and I am sure you all will be successful, and I will be always with you in this effort, and you can call me anytime. I will be participating in that movement. I want to take this movement as a people's movement to save the human race from narcotic drugs. Other team initiatives such as Sangam, Age with Pride, Live with Dignity for senior citizens, promoting Karma Yoga in every field are truly helping the society to become stronger and stronger. I recall that last week the annual campaign of the Brahmakumaris Foundation, Raja Yoga Meditation for World Unity and Trust, was inaugurated by our Honorable Rashtrapati, Srimati Draupadi Murmuji at Lucknow. It shows the political leadership and the constitutional authorities of India is having a lot of confidence on Brahmakumaris. Wherever we go, we participate in that. Yes, the Om Shanti Retreat Center steps into its Silver Jubilee year. The coming years hold even greater potential. I hope that you will engage in newer avenues of service, deeper partnership with society, and expanded spiritual outreach. May Om Shanti Retreat Center continue to shine as a lighthouse of peace. May it continue to be a training ground for leaders of character, a healing space for those who suffer, and a home for all who seek the truth. I once again congratulate Brahmakumari's family. Since I associated with this, I have visited one time, not one time, I think I have visited 2 times to Mount Abu. One time with the entire team of member of parliaments, because I was the head of that parliamentary team at that time. That was standing parliamentary committee on textiles. I led that and we all went to Mount Abu. One night we have stayed there. The entire team of MPs stayed there, and I understand your good working for the society and the way you are training everyone to realize themselves. I once again congratulate the Brahmakumari family and all supporters on the joyous beginning of the Silver Jubilee year. Om Shanti, Jai Hind, long live Mother Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you very much. जैसे आपने कहा, ये it is not mine, it is not yours, it is ours, and not just this retreat center, but each and every Brahma Kumari center is ours, because we are together working to establish peace in the world, to create heaven on earth, and we are with the government of India. So thank you very much for your graceful presence here. And now I request everyone to stand up once again for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
So everyone will be seated. सभी बैठे रहेंगे. सभी अपने स्थान पर बैठे रहेंगे, क्योंकि ये कार्यक्रम हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे. सभी पुनः अपना स्थान ग्रहण करेंगे.